Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing okay. Continuing with part 2 of Irregular at Magic High School. We know that Tatsuya didn't participate in the match. Misaki was a very strong child previously. He could slaughter enemies at the mere age of 13, and thus he was named Crimson Prince. Shikoru was a researcher who managed to find an absolute system named Cardinal Chord. Thus, Magic High School 3 really relied on them. In the next match, Shun and others will face these two in a match of Monolith. They were supposed to fight each other teams in a battleground. In the middle of the match, the headquarters building belonging to Shikoru and others collapsed. It injured them so badly that they were hospitalized. Turns out, an international organization named Head Dragons was the mastermind behind this. Head Dragon is a criminal group towards School 1 from the beginning. Tatsuya, Yoshida, and Leo were appointed to replace the injured student the next day. With Tatsuya's intelligence, Leo's dexterity, and Yoshida's ancient magic, they easily defeated School 9 in the first round. Misaki began to show his strengths and abilities in the semifinals. He had a very strong defense and quick attack. In the final round, School 1 faced School 3. Before the fight, Tatsuya gave others a protective vest to face Shikoru. Tatsuya will face Misaki with his magic activation power, and Leo and Yoshida will face Shikoru. Just when School 3 was losing, Misaki attacked Tatsuya so brutally that it almost killed him. Luckily, Tatsuya can easily regenerate himself and got up and attacked Masuki with his magic. Misaki was defeated by Tatsuya, and meanwhile, Shikoru was defeated by Leo and Yoshida, making the School 1 winner and maintaining their rank. Because of this, Head Dragon plans to attack the School 1 brutally. The next day, School 1's children failed at the Mirage Batch because of equipment failure, and the contestant fell to the ground at a very high speed, and which led to her getting severely injured. As it turns out, the mastermind behind this incident was one of the members of Weapons Inspection Committee, who purposely damaged the equipment. He had previously collaborated with the Head Dragon. Tatsuya immediately uncovered the crime and reported it to Retsukudo. The entire Weapon Inspection Committee was fired. Miyuki won the Mirage Bat match using flying equipment built by Tatsuya. Every student in the room was shocked looking at her equipment as it was launched recently and not many people had it. In the evening, Tatsuya took help from a national intelligence spy and gathered information about the Head Dragon. Tatsuya then went to the Head Dragon's headquarters with a military lieutenant named Fujibayashi and slaughtered them. The next day, the competition ended and School 1 won. In the evening, Tatsuya, along with others, danced and partied at the closing ceremony. After some days, Tatsuya was asked by the Magic Academy to take part in a thesis competition, along with another student named Ichihara. The two of them will be working with gravity control reactors. Shortly after that, Tatsuya's stepmother Sayuri came to ask for his help to replicate an ancient relic, Nino Magatama's relic. It was a very rare relic with many magic activation powers. However, Tatsuya refused as it was a very difficult task. That night when Sayuri was going home, she had an accident and the relic was stolen by some criminals. Tatsuya was able to save her, finish the criminals, and then reported it to the military general for further investigation. On the other hand, a criminal group is planning to steal the relic so they can use it to enhance their fighting power. They took advantage of one of the students of the academy named Chiaki Hirakawa. One day, Sayaka found Hirakawa suspicious, so immediately Sayaka and others chased after her. They interrogated her at the infirmary. Hirakawa confessed that she wanted revenge on Tatsuya and explained to others how during the incident, in the middle of the match, a student got into an accident, and Hirakawa's older sister was the technician. She felt that it was all her fault and ended her life out of guilt, blaming herself. Tatsuya explained to her that it was all someone else's evil plan. Still, Hirakawa was angry that Tatsuya couldn't handle it earlier, and if he handled it before, he could have saved her older sister. They took Hirakawa to the hospital to admit her, as her trauma was very serious and she needed help. In the next scene, Tatsuya and Miyuki are headed toward the research laboratory. Unknowingly, they have been followed by a mysterious black crow. When they reached the laboratory, they found out that everyone was disturbed because hacker attacks have infiltrated the data. Turns out that the crow was sent by the criminal group that wanted the ancient relic. After receiving information sent by the crow, the criminal group found out that Tatsuya has hidden the ancient relic. On the other hand, when Erika and Natsuhu Shiba, her older brother, was visiting Hirakawa at the hospital, they saw a mysterious man named Lu Gongwu trying to enter Hirakawa's room. They immediately fought him, and Lu Gongwu, feeling cornered, decided to run away. He was half a tiger man sent by the criminal group to kill Hirakawa, so she doesn't leak information about them. Tatsuya then caught him and handed him over to the police. The next day, Tatsuya prepared and departed with Ichihara for the thesis competition. Miyuki, along with others, also joined to support them. In the competition, Tatsuya and others met Misaki and Lieutenant Fujibayashi, who were both responsible for maintaining the security of the location. After receiving the information that Lu Gongwu has escaped the prison, Lieutenant Fujibayashi asked the Major for more troops to be sent in to strengthen the defense. Meanwhile, until the troops arrived, Academy's disciplinary committee members also helped maintain the security. Tatsuya and Ichihara won the competition with their research on gravity-control reactors. Tatsuya decided to use their research to develop the flying tool he has previously made. Not long after that, suddenly, the criminals infiltrated and took all the students hostage. Fortunately enough, Tatsuya was able to properly withstand all the attacks and attacked all the criminals in the room with very nicely done counterattacks. Taking the opportunity, the other student helped Tatsuya catch the criminals and then quickly and safely managed to escape from there. Suddenly, there were many severe explosions around the building that made the students start panicking. Mayumi immediately took charge and asked the student council administrator to evacuate all students out, and asked all committee members to help fighting the various attacks that would be appearing in front of them. Miyuki then transferred her powers to Tatsuya, and then Tatsuya and others fought all the criminals that were there in the building. Meanwhile, the student council office held a meeting to help them understand this very situation and make an efficient strategy to deal with it. Shortly after that, the military general came, and Tatsuya's identity as an undercover military intelligence agent was finally now known to all the student council administrators and the members of the disciplinary committee. They decided that the military general and the troops would fight along with Tatsuya, and in the meantime, Lieutenant Fujibayashi will be responsible for student evacuation and escort all students through the dungeons with the rest of the disciplinary committee members. Tatsuya then put on his armor and immediately defeated the enemy's aid plane in the battleground. Some students stayed behind and joined the battle with him. Due to attacks from the explosions, many of them were severely injured. Luckily, Tatsuya helped them with his healing powers. Elsewhere, Lu Gongwu, along with other members of the criminal group, stormed inside the Magic Association's office and brutally attacked the place. Mayumi and others went there to fight with the criminal group. They immediately fought the members of the criminal group and managed to win the battle after successfully defeating Lu Gongwu and others with him. At the same time, Miyuki was able to successfully catch the leader that headed the criminal group. After all the criminals were defeated, Tatsuya was ordered to destroy the criminal group's fleet and their command ship using the Third Eye's magic with full power it had. The battle was very difficult and time-consuming, but after some time, Tatsuya won the battle. After that, Tatsuya and Miyuki, along with others, returned so that they can enjoy their peaceful academy school life. This anime taught us that everyone is equal, no matter what their powers are, and everyone can help benefit their surroundings and community by using those powers carefully and wisely. Looks like you guys made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do like it. Also, if you want more videos like this, do subscribe to the channel. See you all until next time.